Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattooed Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to do a flip through of my teacher lesson planner, and it's been a year. It's been quite a year, and I just thought it would be good to check in mid-year and show you how I'm using my planner and how I'm adapting it. Just if you don't know, I am an instructional technology coach at a very small rural high school, and I also take care of the whole district in a lot of ways, so I have a lot of duties along with I teach a class, one class. It's my favorite class. It's my Honors World History class, and when I said the school's small, it's really small. I only have 6 students in my class this year. So we're just gonna see how the year went, I guess, or so far. Let's open up this bad boy. Okay, so by the way, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and link my previous teacher lesson planner videos in the description if you would like to go and check that out, like the review of this planner, the back to school update, and my setup video. So if you're curious about that, check the top of the description. Okay, when we open this up, I have my sticky notes up here at the front still. I really find these handy on the go and just when I want a pretty sticky note to use wherever. And then we have the first page here. And then these I repurposed way back in my setup video, and I have been keeping up with them pretty well. So this I'm using for my extra duties as a high school teacher. You have to do extra things. No dance duty this year that I know of, but we did have a football concession, which was really strange. We had like a whole system. It was really weird, but it worked. And then basketball has been canceled. I don't know if the whole season's canceled, but the game that I was supposed to work has been canceled, which, oh, it's so nice not to have to work concession stand. Okay, over on this side, we have my bell schedules, which this is our regular day. What's regular anymore? But we ran pep rally schedule one time because we had an outside, or maybe twice for an outside pep rally, but that was weird too. Regular day isn't exactly like this. The lunch and the 6th period, which is like, I can't remember what this stands for, but it's like a study hall / meeting time. I don't know. Anyway, this is a little bit different. The kids actually come back to school at 1:12. They do like attendance, but that's it. And right now we're fully distance learning, so we have an extra long lunch currently, which is fabulous. And then I have my log of my days off, which I haven't done this before, and this was really nice. So I just put the dates here and then how much time, and then I have a running log of the count. And this is really helpful. I have plenty of days, but I have never taken off this many days in a year. I'm really stingy with my days, and I don't like to miss. But this year, being sick for a couple of days, you have to stay home. And these other days, like these are for doctor's appointments, and these others are just like mental health days. And I think that's really important this year. You have to take care of yourself, or you're not going to be able to bring your A game or B game or whatever game we're bringing this year. You just have to take care of yourself. So I did take a couple of half days in there in order to do that. All right, still not using the communication log. I just haven't found a purpose for it yet. And then here, okay, I marked an idea here, and I think I am going to do this, but I had my mild liners at home, so I'll do this after the video. But I want to mark the days that we did hybrid or distance learning with my mild liners. These days are the first of the 6 weeks and the last day of the 6 weeks, so that's helpful. But I would also like to see maybe at the end of the year, how many days did we actually do distance learning? Because we are a small district, we can control a lot, and it's a small community, so I feel like we've done a really good job. We've had, I'm not going to say an easy time, but we've had a better time than a lot of other schools, and so I just want to see at the end of the year. Anyway, this one I completely gave up on because I just couldn't. I can't. I would love to keep up with it like I did last year because it was really cool to see it at the end, but it's just not happening. I do gold reflections for every 6 weeks, so I've got the digital copies of my thoughts on all of this, but it's just not happening. And then going into the graph paper, this is where I set my seating chart. I told you my class is small. It's teeny tiny, which I did lose a few students this year and our enrollment is down, so it's usually not quite this small. And then I just have a couple of just like keeping track, like a little parking lot of keeping track of some stuff that I can't remember like all the steps to do. And then we'll get into July. I'm not going to show you the pages between here because for any of the months, because it has kind of like private school information. So we're going to go right into the monthly spreads, which I have kind of neglected this year. And it wasn't like on purpose. It just kind of happened. And the weekly spreads have kind of just taken up all of my time. So here is July. These are my work days that I did. I have extra work days as part of my position, and so I got those in July. And then let's go into the weekly spreads. So this was the first week where I was working, and I just used it as to-do lists. So it's very like straightforward. And then same here, I just used basically to-do lists. And then here, same thing. And then getting into August, I think that was the last month. Yeah. I just marked our trainings that we did. We did very few during our 1 work week. We usually get 3 to 3.5 work weeks, but our schedule was moved up this year, which was a good decision. We did go back super early, but we lost all those professional development days and time and stuff. We were like racing to start school on the 10th. And luckily, I was able to come in so early in July and get a lot of my stuff done. But we struggled, but we made it. We got it done. And then let's go into my August spread. So this was that 1 work week that we had before school started. And it's just like trainings over here and then just kind of planning some stuff for my own classroom. And then this was the first week of school. This is crazy to look back on because it feels like so long ago. But basically all I use in here is some washi and some happy planner books and some sticker books from EC. And that's it. I just keep it very simple in this planner, which I love. I really just love how colorful I can get in each spread. But this is the basic setup, and I am keeping this setup for next semester. So I have basically this side of the planner is like my own teaching and then like big events at school. And then this side is all of my coaching stuff. So over here I have my classroom to-dos. There's usually only like 1 or 2 things a day. And then I've got my lesson plans and then my materials and questioning and my state standards and stuff like that. This is very abbreviated. So if you like zoom in and look at it, that it's very, very simple because I've been teaching this class a long time and I know what to do. And I just need like some quick notes in here. And I bought this template on Teachers Pay Teachers. If you want to check that out, I'll link it down below. Okay, on this side, I have coaching activities and then high school events and to-dos. So there's a lot of things specific to my coaching position that I do, and then there's some things that I do that are like not, like I have an admin degree, but I don't have a principal certification because I don't want to be a principal, but I do some stuff for the admin, if that makes sense. So this is specifically for instructional technology coaching. This is specifically for other things that are like admin duties that are, but I'm not an admin. And then this is a new addition this year to my little layout, ideas and notes. So this is where I can just quickly write something down to look at later, where I just need a place to just kind of like keep info. And that's this column is like really helpful for that. And then this one is just a checklist of things that I need to prep in Google Classroom or whatever. So here is the second week of school, and I've been trying to be a little bit more graphic about all this, but really just utilitarian is the way to go, I have found this year. So maybe next year, if things calm down a little bit, I can get a little more creative, but it's really just slap some stickers down and make it work this year, which I think is really cute. I still love like the way I do this. It's just a little bit more messy than I would intend. This looks like a busy week with coaching. So this was the 3 weeks, and then let's go into September. So here is my September layout, which is super sparse. Yeah, remember what I said about the monthly spreads? Okay, then we get into September, and I do not go off of the monthly colors like basically at all. I just kind of go with what I'm feeling. So all right, this was Labor Day, and I had this day off because I was going to visit my parents, and so I took like a half day over here, and then took off the Tuesday after Labor Day. That was a really good break, and it was much needed. I will say that after the stressful start to the year. But I used a little sticker sheet for this, and I think that looks so cute. I based my color scheme off of this pattern for like all my stickers and stuff. All right, we're getting into mid-September, and then we switched to distance learning here. We go back and forth, but it's been pretty up and down since mid-September. Yeah, so I kind of marked it in different ways in my planner, but I haven't really found a way that I kind of like it this way, but in January I forgot to do it like that, so I might switch it up. Who knows? But I do like this way. So many things got canceled in September and October, really from that point on, and I totally understand why. It's just like, it's hard for the kids and teachers and everybody, coaches. All right, here is October. And again, just totally neglecting it. All right, here is the 1st of October. I experimented with some markers, I think, in October, but I just forget to grab my markers out. But I need to do that more because I like that. That looks cute. So I'm marking it with the washi like this. And then it looks like I just like completely neglected that. So here I like added a quote. I want to do that more, like bring in some inspiration and things that like speak to me. So here's another one that I used with like a sticker sheet. I do like that. I just think it looks nice. We had a professional development this day, and it looks like I just gave up and wrote in. And then I had a day off here. Little student birthday there. Oh, we were prepping for our district cross country meet, and so we were filling little goodie bags for the kids. And then we had a snowstorm. This week we totally did not even think it was going to be that bad, and then it was. It was really bad. So these 3 days were just like horrible in town where I live. I drive out to my rural school every year or every day, and it was really bad. So these 3 days we took off, which totally killed our calendar, but we recovered. And then this was already a planned day off, so I just decided to keep it because I needed it, and it is what it is. And then I just gave up on my lesson plans this week because it was a mess. And then into November, very simple. And we went back to hybrid here. And we basically are hybrid here on out. There were a couple of days where we weren't, but not really. This was fun. Our Thanksgiving lunch, our dining hall puts on the best Thanksgiving lunch. It's delicious. And I was glad they still did it this year with the kids not in school. And there's regional cross country. They had to move it like so many times. A bunch of these are like happy planner stickers. I feel like I need to get some more washi just to like mix it up, because I use a lot of the same washi. And then here is Thanksgiving break. And then we go into December. So December we had, which is absolutely ridiculous, we had STAR retesting, which is our state test. I think it's insane. I get so flustered and angry about it every time I talk about it. So let's keep going. All right. So this week I got sick. I wasn't feeling well on Tuesday evening and I took my temperature and I had a fever. So I called my school and my superintendent, and our school luckily had some COVID tests. They bought some like for the teachers specifically so that we could get quick test results. And I drove out and got tested on Wednesday. Luckily, it was what I thought it was, which was a sinus infection and an double ear infection. I mean, why not double the fun on that one? But I was out for 3 days, which was totally not what I wanted to do, but you have to take care of yourself, like I said. And then we had to move my middle of year evaluation with my principal, which ended up being this week. And it was really good. We had a good discussion and he gave me some good things to work on and some good encouragement and all of that. But this week I forgot to mark with washi, so I just made a sticker that we were distance learning all week. That decision was made here, I believe, yeah, to go to full distance learning for the rest of the semester, just so that everyone has a healthy holiday as much as possible. And then that basketball concession stand was canceled. And then here is the last week of the semester, and it's just we just kind of ran out of steam, so it is what it is. And then let's go and look at January real quick. So here's January. We are already planning on distance learning for the first 2 weeks of January. So hopefully we have all of our kids back on the 15th, but who knows? We probably will still have some in quarantine, or like, who knows, by the 15th. But this is the plan, which I do appreciate a lot, so that gives us some time to, again, just get healthy, everybody, for the new year. And then here is the first week of January. I've already marked our distance learning. This is a professional development day, which I'm starting to plan for. And then I've got my days off. I didn't plan it that way. It's just kind of how it turned out. But that's pretty much it. The rest of my planner is the same as my back to school video. I'm trying to use as many stickers as I can, but I forget. And then I've got my pocket back here. And then I've got my sleeves that hold like master schedules for the other campuses and things like that. And then my back cover. So that's the full flip through of half the year of 2020 to 21. We're going to make it. If you are a teacher, let me know how you're doing. I hope that you are doing well. I know this is really, really hard, and I hope that you are being supported and you are getting through this. We will get through it. We will. I have hope in that, but I still want to acknowledge that it's really hard. So I hope you're doing okay. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and check out those previous videos that I mentioned that are linked in the description. So I will see you next time. Bye.